first grade. All right, today we are working on editing because we wrote those lovely narratives, and I've got my lovely first grade narrative here. I want you to find this page in your writing notebook. It's right behind your rough draft. And you know what? I am going to put some extra paper in our pickup on Thursday because I don't know. Some of you write a ton and you've got so much to say, you might need more room than that. All right, so let's take a look at this. We're going to read it together. We're going to do it together. You don't have to do it by yourself, but I do want you to take a picture so that I know you watched this whole video with me and did it with me. All right, you ready? You get out a marker or a crayon or a pen or something so that when you hold it up and take your picture, we will be able to see your writing. If you're using a really light pencil, I probably won't be able to see it. So, all right, this gift is called A Gift from Mr. Brown. All right, remember, mostly we're looking for capitals, periods, spaces. I think they might have a couple words wrong in here. So we'll just check it as we read. Let's go line by line, shall we? One time I got to school very early. One time I got to school very early. I had to sit in the, that's two sentences, isn't it? One time I got to school very early, period. So I'm gonna make my little caret mark and a dot for a period. Can you do that? All right. Oh, we already know where the setting is. It's at school and it's early in the morning, isn't it? I had to sit in the office before school started. Our janitor, Mr. Brown, came in. I see a mistake there. Anybody see a mistake right here somewhere? What should you do with somebody's name? It should be a capital, shouldn't it? So you can put the 3 marks like the paper says. I'm going to write a capital B in there too so I can see it really well. Our janitor, Mr. Brown, came in and saw me. He said I looked bored sitting there. Okay, kiddos, this is a tricky one because this word does say there, but it's not the right kind of there. So that was probably made for the older kids because these are made for lots of grades. So let's cross off there. And we're going to write it like this. T-H-E-R-E. Ooh, that's a power word, isn't it? Yeah. All right, they already got their period in there, right? Yep, okay. We went to the gym and got out a ball to play with. We good there? You know what? Your brain does this sometimes. Make sure you read all those words. Sometimes our brain just skips over words because we know it's not right. We went to the gym and his got out a ball to play with. And his got out a ball to play with? What? What? We don't need that word there, do we? We don't even need it. All right. We kicked it around. He also showed me how he could spin the, he also showed me? Showed. He also showed me. And you know what? These mistakes are okay. These are common mistakes. Lots of kids do, lots of grown-ups do this. My goodness. Have your parents find all the mistakes on Facebook. It's horrible. I've even made this mistake before. I go back in and fix it because I don't like that stuff. It annoys me. All right. He also showed me he could spin the ball on his finger. We had a great time. That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. That Friday, check it out. What do we need? What do you do with Friday? That should be a capital. Oh my goodness. That Friday, I was in the office again. Principal Smith said it was Mr. Brown's birthday. Okay, now we haven't really talked about this one. So I'm going to put my caret and I'm going to put an apostrophe, or a macaroni in the sky, as some people like to call it. Because when it belongs to somebody, like a birthday, you put this Mr. Brown's, because his name doesn't really have an S on the end. There are not 3 Mr. Browns. That means it is his birthday. So if I said Logan's dog, I would write Logan and put an apostrophe with an S for Logan's dog. I should start throwing random names in there, see if you guys are really listening. At lunchtime, I wrote a poem. Happy birthday, Mr. Brown. You're the best guy around. You work hard, and this I know. You help us up when we are low. Oh, that looks good. He did a good job on his poem, didn't he? Maybe he already had somebody proofread that. I drew a picture of him on it. Check this word out. On it. It should be 2 words, shouldn't it? Oh my goodness. On it. There we go. On it. 2 words, not 1. There he needed to work on his spacing. And folded it like a card. I gave? How about gave? And I'm going to give you a hint. This one has a lot. This line has lots of mistakes. Gave it to him after lunch. He smiled. Do you see a problem with he? Ooh, we need a capital. Smiled really big. Okay, this is another one. Your eyes might trick you if you're reading too fast. He sad. He'd put my poem on his wall. They're missing a letter in there, aren't they? It needs to say he said. Oh my goodness. Said. And you know what? Because we don't have peers, if you were in class, you would trade papers with one of your friends and they would read your paper to see if you made these mistakes. But since we don't trade with our kids on DOL, your parents can be your partner. And you know what? I bet they know how to spell all these words that you would write. And if they don't, they can figure out very quickly how to spell them, because every now and then I see a word and it looks weird to me. I know I typed one word wrong the other day on our power word reading list. Lots of people caught that mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. All right, so I want to see that you did do the editing with me. So take a picture of that. And then I want you and a grown-up or a big sibling, sit down, go through your paper, and let's see your editing.